This is Steve Hijazi, Education Manager of AIA Contract Documents. I'd like to welcome you to a free tutorial for current and potential users of AIA documents and software. During this tutorial, we will provide an introduction of 6 new AIA documents and forms for use on sustainable projects, beginning on May 17th at the 2012 AIA National Convention. In addition, we will provide an introductory training of AIA contract document software, as well as a live demonstration of Documents on Demand web-based purchasing platform. First portion of our tutorial, Joe Balance, Associate Counsel, the AIA Contract Documents team, will provide a summary of the AIA Sustainable Projects, Agreements, and Forms.
Good day. My name is Josh Balance. I'm going to talk to you today about the new Sustainable Projects documents that the AIA will release in May of 2012. First, I'd like to give a little background on the history of the AIA Contract Documents program. As you might know, the AIA has been producing standard form contract documents since 1888. That's 120 years of contract documents. The documents evolved to reflect the practices in the construction industry. Today, we offer over 100 agreements and forms, and there's also a substantial volume of interpretive case law. All of case law can be found in a publication produced by LexisNexis called the AIA Legal Citator. The volume of documents provides a listing of every legal decision that has quoted or referenced AIA documents and is a great tool for individuals that are looking to find out how a court may have interpreted a specific AIA contract document. AIA contract documents are prepared and revised by the AIA Contract Documents Committee. This is a committee of AIA members and work in conjunction with AIA staff to produce the documents. Currently, we have 20 volunteer AIA members on the Contract Documents Committee. During peak periods, we have up to 30 members. Members sign a 10-year commitment to work with the AIA Contract Documents Committee, and that's because the AIA contract documents are revised on a 10-year cycle, typically. We want to ensure that the members of the Documents Committee are present during a full revision cycle. We have members all over the country, from the East Coast to the West Coast. We look for diversity in membership, so we have members that represent architects, also others who are involved in construction firms, and also those who represent owners. Drafting documents, we seek comments from industry stakeholders. The AIA committees, specifically the Committee on the Environment for the Sustainable Projects documents, that's the focus of this presentation. We also speak with the American Bar Association's Forum Committee on the Construction Industry. With documents, we reached out to the USGBC, that's the United States Green Building Council that oversees LEED. We also speak to contractors and countless other attorneys, owners, and architects. We have a comprehensive review of legal decisions and incorporate those legal decisions into documents. We investigate the impact of industry practice and solicit and review feedback on drafts. It's sustainable. When we drafted the D503-2011, which was released last year, we did want to focus on the term sustainable from a definition standpoint. We felt that sustainability and what makes a project sustainable is really different for every project. On some projects, that may be achieving a sustainability certification like LEED. Maybe incorporating building elements designed to address environmental concerns or to achieve energy savings. With new green codes that are being developed, such as the Cal Green Code or the International Green Construction Code, these green or sustainable features may be required by legal mandate. projects, the owner may have specific goals that they want to achieve. Again, these could be things like getting a rating certification such as LEED, Green Globes, or Energy Star, or an owner may want to incorporate environmentally responsible features into the project without achieving one of these certification systems. This may be something like decreased energy or water use, increased occupancy, health, and comfort, or incorporation of sustainable materials. So this is a great part. We're releasing 5 new sustainable project versions of key AIA contract documents. That was AIA document A101-2007 SP, AIA document A201-2007 SP, AIA document A401-2007 SP, and AIA document B101-2007 SP, and AIA document C401-2007 SP. You'll note that each of these documents includes the letters SP in the document title. That's because they are the new sustainable projects documents. You'll also notice that these documents do not have a new year of issue. They're still the 2007 versions. That's we want to make sure that people who are comfortable using our 2007 documents realize that these are those standard base documents with terms and conditions added to address the new roles, responsibilities, and risks that may be encountered on sustainable projects. Again, sustainable project documents are the agreement between owner and contractor, the general conditions to that agreement, the agreement between owner and architect, the 101 as opposed to the B103, the standard form of agreement between architect and consultant, standard form of agreement between contractor and subcontractor. We'll also tell you a little bit about the new B214 2012 that's going to be released this year. That's the scope of architect services for LEED certification. Through some of the frequently asked questions on these documents. First of all, how is AIA document B101-2007 SP, the standard form of agreement between owner and architect for use on a sustainable project, different from the standard AIA document B101-2007, standard form of agreement between owner and architect? 2007 SP has been modified to address some of the new roles, responsibilities, and risks that may be encountered on a sustainable project. We feel that the most important aspects of sustainable projects is a clear understanding of each party's responsibilities. Because of this, we've included a new scope of architect services for sustainable projects within B101. This new scope of services requires the architect to conduct a pre-design workshop with the owner to assess the owner's sustainable goals for the project. That sustainable goal will ultimately become the owner's sustainable objective. That's a defined term that we'll discuss further in the presentation. The architect will then work with the architect's consultants to develop a sustainability plan. The sustainability plan is going to set forth the owner's sustainable objective, outline the sustainable measures that are necessary to achieve the owner's sustainable objective. Each of the sustainable measures will be assigned to the employee that's in the best position to perform those duties, either the owner, the architect, or contractor. Additionally, the sustainability services that the architect is going to perform may also include seeking some type of sustainability certification like LEED. Because of this, we've included new provisions that require the architect to collect the sustainability documentation. That is, those documents required by the certifying authority, such as GCI, to submit for the certification. It's required to collect these documents and send them to the certifying authority. The architect is also required to register the project with the certifying authority and submit the final application for certification to the certifying authority. As you may have guessed, we've included a lot of new definitions in the sustainable sustainable projects documents. These definitions are found in the definition section of A201-2007 SP and the sustainable objective, which is the owner's overall goal, for the project. That could be something like LEED certification, or as we discussed previously, incorporation of certain environmentally responsible design elements. We include a definition for sustainable measures. That's specific elements, either design or construction elements, that must go into the project in order to achieve the owner's sustainable objective. Sustainability plan is a roadmap towards achieving the owner's sustainable objective. It will outline the sustainable measures and assign responsibility to the owner, architect, or contractor for each of those measures. A sustainability certification is a green sustainable rating system like LEED, Green Globes, or Energy Star. Sustainability documentation is documentation that's required to document achievement of the sustainable objective, necessary to be submitted to the certifying authority. The certifying authority are those authorities with responsibility for granting and denying a sustainability certification. These are organizations like the Building Certification Institute or the Green Building Initiative, which is responsible for Green Globes. We're releasing a new and revised AIA document, B214-2012. This is a standard form of architect services for LEED certification. This is an update of B214-2007. One of the frequently asked questions that we expect with regard to B214-2012 is what are the differences between AI document B214-2007 and B214-2012? We did B214-2012 to incorporate the services that are included in B101-2007 SP. We've also differentiated in B214-2012 between services performed by a prime architect and services performed by a lead consulting architect. You heard that the AIA's scope services documents can be used on a number of different types of project delivery. For example, B214-2012 could be used on a design bid build project using B101, where the architect is both the architect of record for the project and also the lead consultant. B214-2012 could also be used as a standalone scope of services and incorporated into B102-2007, a standard form of agreement between owner and architect, no predetermined scope. In this situation, the architect would not be performing its services as the architect of record, but rather would be performing its services solely as a lead consultant. As these differing roles, we've included a new checkbox that allows the parties to check whether the architect will be performing its services as a prime architect, as an architect of record, and as also the lead consultant, or if those services will be performed solely as a lead consulting architect. The key difference between these two solutions is that the architect is ultimately responsible for the drawings and specifications, whereas the lead consulting architect takes more of an advisory role. Another question you might receive is, can AIA document B214-2012 be used to AIA sustainable projects documents, AIA document B101-2007 SP, standard form of agreement between owner and architect for use on a sustainable project? B214-2012 should not be used with B101-2007 SP because the documents have been developed to be used on B101-2007 SP has been developed to be used on any type of sustainable project and would have overlapping terms and conditions with B214-2012. B214-2012 is to be used on LEED projects and can be used with any of the AIA's delivery models such as design build, construction management, or integrated project delivery. B101-2007 SP is intended exclusively for design bid build sustainable projects. developing these new sustainable projects documents, we've developed a wealth of reference materials. We have comparison documents that show the changes between the standard AIA contract documents and the SP versions of those documents, as well as detailed instructions for each of these documents that outlines each of the changes. Those documents can be found on our material page at www.aia.org/contractdocs/reference. Additionally, if you have questions about AIA contract documents, you can contact documents information at docinfo@aia.org or speak to one of our representatives at 202-626-7526. Again, I'm going to point to www.aia.org/contractdocs/reference. We have synopses, FAQs, and knowledge base, which has answers to over 1,000 common questions regarding AIA contract documents.
For the second portion of this tutorial, whereas Director of Technical Support for AIA contract documents will now provide a brief training on using AIA contract document software.
Hello, my name is Will Harris. I'm Director of Tech Support, as Hasti said. Through a brief tutorial on how to use the AIA contract document software to show you just how simple and easy it is, quick and easy it is to use the software to create projects and documents for your customer needs. First of all, in the software, you go to our website at www.aia.org. Contract documents and download the software from that location. Once the software is downloaded and installed, you will then activate the software. Once activated, you will come to the following screen. Once it is activated again, the software will open up. Always open to the Home tab. In the Home tab, you will see a number of options to include your order, number of days left to expiration, and the software version. The version is important because we want to make certain that everyone has the latest version of software, that you have the latest documents available. So sure, again, that all is up to date and activation takes place seamlessly. So to get started again, to use the software, we'll follow three basic rules, basic steps. To the software, you simply create a project, a document, analyze the document. Once you're done, again, the editing document or the create document is the long step in the three. That's where editing and everything else will take place. So to get started, basically we'll just walk through. From the Home tab again, the first thing is create a project. Before we do that, I will note that there is a tutorial also in the software that will allow you to view the software, to view exactly how the software works. It will take you through the basic steps that I'm going to take you through right now. Just give you some general information. You can stop and start the tutorial as you wish. Come back to it at any point in time. Always available to you as well. Again, the software, basically, you just select Create a Project, your project name, put in as much or as little information here as you wish in the project dialog, and then you go on to the document. I'll show the difference in the two in just a moment. So the first exercise, we'll just create a project. We've named the project Test 101. The project is here. We will create a new document. Select the document. We're going to look for exercise A1. We'll solve then, prepare the Word draft document, the working document, the A1. Open the document. Here, you will be able to insert information into the document. There's a document dialog that rides alongside the working draft Word document. You can type information either onto the dialog here to change the name of the project. Add information as you would. As I'm typing on the document dialog, the information will go directly into your document. You can also type directly into the document as well. This and then will go back to dialog. Full note here is you have two sets of chevrons. Chevrons are here only as placeholders. Here you'll see between the owner, the legal status, address, and other information. So on the first field, you'll input the user's name and their legal status, LLC or LLP. Secondary lines, you'll continue with the address, state, and zip or phone number as you would any other Word document. So the difference is you can type the information here, or you can type it into your dialog directly. If you type it directly into your data dialog, when you start with the project, this information will automatically pop into the document once you create a document in a particular project. Great thing about the software. It auto-populates and it synchronizes one to the other. From dialog, the great thing is to input your project team members. You want to make certain that you have the content in so that you don't have to continue doing this over and over again. So the first thing is select the global contacts, and you want to you can add many contacts here as you wish. Okay. So again, for this one, we go which way you wish and add the information in. Or you can type it directly onto the document if you wish. On this one, we'll continue with the document. So a moment ago, you just complete the information onto the document. As you'll see in the document, you can hop and any information onto the document as you would. Word changes feature will then take place. All additions will be underlined. All deletions will be struck through. When the editing is done of the document, at this point you can save the document. You can email the document to coworkers, or you come back and continue editing the document as you would. Once you're done, you'll simply save the document. The document, the working draft document is saved and closed. You can then, once all editing is done, you can generate final. You can clean or comparative final. The clean final states will input all changes into that document. And deletions, it will put them basically in line in the document as they made. The comparative will put them in line in the document as they're made. The clean will put all additions and deletions at the very back of that document. There's a separate page or pages that will be added, additions and deletions report, and all additions and deletions will be captured on that page. You can do or digital signature. We'll do a written signature and generate final. It will build the draft final document for you. It's an uneditable PDF document. of the software is to have at least Microsoft Word, XP or higher. You must have Adobe Reader or higher to open view the documents afterwards. So again, at this point, you'll see we did a clean final. So all the changes are here in the document as made them. The address information that we had here. The very end of this document, there's another change throughout the document. You will see the additions and deletions report. The deletions report will show exactly the exact changes that were made, and the changes that were deleted, the information that was deleted. All this information again will show on the very back page. At the comparative final, the changes would have shown throughout the document as in place where they were made. So this document, again, a great feature of the software is once you're working in the document, you have the draft document available. You can email the document through it inside of, as long as you have a Microsoft Outlook as your email editor. You can email the document to clients or coworkers just by using the email document feature here. If you are a limited use license holder, rather than generate a final document, one that one could use is, before you generate the final, is to do all the check variants. The check variants will run through the same feature as a generate final. The difference is it will not deduct points. However, it will have the word draft in the background still. So if we did the same document, this time we're doing a clean, but we're doing a check variance, it'll say this particular license is an annual unlimited, so you won't see the prompt for the point deduction. However, if this was a limited use license, you would see, when you do the final, you'd see a pop-up to say this document is going to deduct a point value, that value ranging anywhere from 5 points to 25 points. The A101 being a larger deduction document, it would deduct a 25-point value each time you generated a final of the A101 document. However, when you use the check variance feature, again, the same call you made, it will generate a PDF document. This document, again, it looks exactly like your final, except it will not have the eagle at the top left. It will still have the word draft on the side. But as you see at the back of this document again, the additions and deletions information is still here, just as it was with the final document. The big here again is you can save your projects locally, or you can save them to the network location. One of the features is to see exactly where your documents are located. Go to tools and options in the software, and from here it'll show you exactly where your documents are pathed to. If you save them out on a network location, just change on the left hand side, on the right hand side, select the location that you want the documents to go to or to be saved to your network location. Okay. Documents will then be saved out to a network location of your choice. Again, all paths, at least your active and your global contacts paths, should be changed somewhat similar. Your custom templates path can remain, for consistency's sake, all paths should remain constant. But again, once they're changed, you hit refresh, then select OK, and the documents will then be saved again to the located choice. One other thing, I'll just go through the tabs quickly and show you just more features of the software. Again, the tutorial is always here. on the home page, basically, it's a running start on how to use the software. The tutorial is here. Steps 2, create a project. The second, create a document. If you have any questions, you can view the reference material. This is always here. Another thing is from your project tab, you can edit project data at any point in time. If you want to add information here, you can. Your project team, you can add the project team members here, again, as you would. Once you project team members, just add the project team members prior to creating a document so that they will appear in the document if it is a required field. One other thing under tools and options, I want to show you real quickly here is your data dialog. You can minimize it if you want. Automatically launch the dialog at any point in time, or you can turn that feature off by selecting the option here under Actions. For drafts, again, you can change the pop-ups here. The big things under the Finals tab is the variance check. You can ask each time. You can select other options to an inline document. Basically, you can customize this as you wish. Digital signatures, the same thing. Either ask time, you can customize the prompt like it to be. The default signatory. Sometimes you can simply add a link here to go forward with the signatures so that you don't have to input a name each time. You can simply put an underscore and just write in the name or sign the name there as you would. Say OK, and you're done. Under Help, here you have all of your software help. You have your document help. You have the knowledge base, again, for all questions. Your tutorial is always here. Email software support. You have questions for text support. Email document support if you have content or questions regarding any of the language contained in a document.
As mentioned, if you have any questions regarding AIA contract document software, please contact 1-800-942-7732 or send an email to docstechsupport@aia.org. For a portion of this tutorial, Young Chang, Director of Web-Based Products on the AIA Contract Documents team, will provide a short demonstration of Documents on Demand, a web-based purchasing platform.
Everyone, this is Young Chang, as host introduced me. AIA Documents on Demand service is a cost-effective, simple, web-based service for both PC and Mac users to obtain AIA contract documents. User purchase one document at a time when he or she needs it. This web-based service, it can be accessed from anywhere, anytime, with an internet connection. I will walk you through how to use AIA Documents on Demand service. Your browser, you go to documentsondemand.aia.org, then you will come to this website. Here, we have, as of today's demonstration, 92 documents available. We new documents regularly, so you may check this service and may have more than 92 documents when you come next time. Once a year, please check and read reference material. There are Documents on Demand resources in the bottom right corner right here. You can see the completing AIA Documents on Demand forms, FAQ, and more reference material. As you see, Document on Demand website has two sections. The top section, we have top selling documents. If you need one of these top-selling documents, you can just click here, select item here, and then go ahead and purchase the document. In addition, we currently have 92 documents. The bottom section, we have a list of all of the documents available. We have A101 through A151. We have a second page, third page, and so on. Here we have a feature called filter by. Here you can type any document name. Let's say, let me type subcontractor here. Then we'll see the documents that has subcontractor in its name. As you can see, A401, A441, G701S, and etc. Or you can type document number here. Let me backspace it here and type B101. And you can see B101 and anything that contains this string, B10. For this demonstration, let me go ahead and purchase B101 2007. When you purchase a document in Documents on Demand service, you have to provide or fill out several mandatory field points. For B1, it has about 8 field points. You have to fill it out. So here, owner's name and legal status. Let me put my name here. And owner's address. Let me do Main Street. Fairfax. Text name, I will put John J. Smith. And address. And for C, let me say Washington, D.C. And project name, headquarters, building, renovation, and Washington, D.C. Each document may have different set of mandatory field that you have to fill it out. As for the B101, these are the ones that you will have to fill it out. If you are done, click on Add Part, and you have a view page. So you go ahead and review the information you type here. As you can see here, important message. This information will be properly included in the document. So it is very important that you review what you just have typed in and make sure that there is no spelling error or no error at all. Once you confirm it, you will go ahead and click Confirm here, and we'll go to the next page. Chapter B101. Here is the price, and here is $21.95. And you go ahead and click Checkout. And to show you end user license agreement, you said I agree. And we'll move on to the payment page. Here's the name and here's the information. I will go ahead and fill this out. After typing your credit card information and click the Confirm Payment, you will go ahead and purchase a document, and you'll be on payment confirmation page. You will receive an email with link to your document. From here, I will go ahead and click Download, and I will save it to my desktop for now, and I will open the document. And document that you just purchased, B1 2007. There are any other field points in the document that you will type it in, and you will type it as of or this bill 20. of April 2012, and there are other field points you will have to fill it in. And remember the mandatory field that you fill it out during the purchase process, they will all show up here. My name and the architect's information and etc. To fill out this form, as I mentioned, if you go back to main Documents on Demand webpage, there are also reference material on how to complete Documents on Demand form, and also a FAQ for your reference.
We hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial and found it useful. Welcome any questions you may have about what was covered in this program. If you have questions regarding AIA contract documents education, please contact me at hostihijazi@aia.org or 202-626-7592. Thank you, and we look forward to serving your contracting needs in the future.